Hello, welcome to my weekend. An episode. We have woken up late and I'm now rushing to get ready because we're heading over to Brighton today to spend the day over there, and also while we're there see Kieran's sister. Her and her husband live over there and just bought a house. I'm rushing getting ready, so I'll keep this nice and short, but this video is essentially I want to talk about what I do, little ways that I find peace and calm in a big city like London. I've always lived basically in or near a city, but nowhere near the size of London, Dublin and Barcelona, never mind Las Palmas, are much smaller cities. And there's so much of London that I love, and there's so much that I know I would miss, but I definitely struggle a little bit with just the size of it and the intensity of it. So I want to talk about how I find a bit of quiet time within the city, but it also aligns with the weekend that we're leaving the city for a day. So tip number one, escape the city for a day. Go somewhere near. To be fair, there's so much near London, whether that's just going to a small town for a walk around, going for a hike, or going to a smaller city like Brighton. I think that kind of has been a thing that I've used a lot while living here. I'm lucky enough that my boyfriend Kieran's parents live in a small town about an hour outside of London, so I've spent a lot of time there and even explored other places in London. I do tend to leave for a day or a weekend every few months. It's really helped with that kind of like city draining feeling. So the plan today is to do a bit of walking around Brighton. I really want to hit the lanes and go to all the little shops. I want to see the seaside. Hi.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm just finishing my makeup and chatting to the vlog. I want to potter around, you know. I grew up in the age of Zoella. Zoella was my first love on YouTube. Actually, no, my first love on YouTube was Jack and Finn. But Zoella was my true love of YouTube. And I've always known that she lives in Brighton. And so when I was growing up, when I was like a preteen and a teenager, I really wanted to go to Brighton. It's like, it was just, I really wanted to see it. It was just like where cool people live. And yeah, now the fact that it's like an hour away from me is just mental. So anyway, I'm really looking forward to it.
I think actually now.
Okay, actually put my hands.
Put your left on.
Hello, it is evening now, so I'm going to bed, but I wanted to check in. We had the cutest day in Brighton. We walked along the lanes, obviously, had some food, went to the seaside, saw Kieran's family, and yeah, it was really cute. Then we came home and I had to do a little bit of YouTube editing and making of thumbnails, and we had dinner, had some soup, and then we watched Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, which was a goodie. And I'm heading to bed. But I hope you enjoyed my day in Brighton, and I will check in again tomorrow. Good morning. I'm running late, so I have to keep this really quick. But it is Sunday, and I'm about to head to Regent's Park for a little walk with a friend of mine, which is really exciting. And then I'm going to go to one of my favorite museums to get some work and like admin stuff done. So tip number two actually has two parts. One is make sure you spend time one-on-one with friends. I think sometimes you spend time with a group of friends, which is so much fun. But I think one-on-one time is really good when life is feeling really overwhelming. And 2B is go to parks. We're very lucky in London to have so many beautiful parks, and I think especially in autumn Regent's Park is one of the most beautiful. Get out to the greenery, go to parks, go for a walk, grab a coffee, grab a pastry. Anyway, I'm really late, so I've got to go. Catch you later. I think that's the thing. It reminds. Hello and welcome to my kitchen. I've just had a roast. Kieran made a really good roast chicken and potatoes and carrots and parsnips and Yorkshire puddings. And I've decided to make an apple crumble because with a roast I feel like you have to have a proper pudding. So, what time is it?
20
Jesus, it's only 10%.
Yeah.
Oh my god. It's 20. No, but it's super dark.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it would be like 10. It's 7:20. So I thought it was like 10 p.m. And I was like, welcome to midnight baking with aidy, but it's only 7:20. That'll be a really simple recipe. Honestly, just stewing apples with sugar, bit of water and some cinnamon, and then butter, flour and sugar for the crumble, a bit of cinnamon also, and stick it in the oven. So join me as I get baking. It is Thursday, so it's quite a few days since I last spoke to you, and I suspect that this vlog is going to be very miscellaneous. But I kind of like it. I think it's supposed to capture the small ways that I find peace and quiet and calm and joy in London. Later today, I've decided to stop in one of the pubs on my way home and read my book, which I'm really excited about. I've been always a big reader. When I was growing up, I used to read so much, and I'm a very slow reader. I don't get through that many books in one year or month or week, but I do read a lot. And ever since about this time last year when I read the Akhtar series, and I discovered, I think, like what it's like to really disappear in a book and completely immerse yourself and be in a different world. And it reminded me of books I read when I was little. But then I got older and I stopped reading fantasy, and I don't know why I told myself that I don't like fantasy. And it's only because of Akhtar and friends and my sister reading it and loving it that I decided to give it a go. And I wasn't a big fan of the first book, but I loved the rest of the series. And so ever since this time last year, I've been reading so much. I've been really trying to like dopamine read. I don't know if that's a term. I know people dopamine dress, but read just for joy, for escape, and for happiness. Like, that's all I want to read for. So I've been reading a lot of fantasy. I've been reading the Harry Potter series, and it's been so much fun. And now I'm reading a really great book, perfect for this, called The Scandalous Confessions of Lydia Bennet, Witch. And it's such a good book. It's such a silly, fun escape book. It's basically like a sort of
it's not a retelling of Pride and Prejudice, because it's not just telling the story of Pride and Prejudice from a different perspective or anything. Like it's obviously the events of Pride and Prejudice are mentioned because it's the same family, but it's Lydia has her own story, and basically she's a witch. And Kitty is just a cat. Kitty's a cat, her familiar that she has transformed into a girl, and Wickham is, I think, some sort of demon. This is all in the back of the book, so I'm not giving any spoilers, but it is such a great escape. They mention Brighton a lot, which is funny because obviously we just went to Brighton. It's just perfect. It's this time of year, it's witchy. I think it's set, right now we're in October, so it's just perfect. I've been meaning to stop at a pub on the way home and read my book for a long time, and I always wanted to do it in the summertime when it was sunny and I could sit outside. That's not the case, it's pouring rain. But my plan is, yeah, get a glass of wine, sit in the pub, read my book, and have a bit of like escape. Because I tend to read a lot at home. I have a nook that you will have seen in this video, and you'll see in a lot of my other videos, that is like a little nook in my living room where I read in the mornings and I read in bed. But I thought it'd be nice to try to find a bit of peace outside of my house, you know, get out and get living, get seeing, get experiencing. See you later. I love writing the newsletter. One thing I lean into another. Hi, I'm back from a day with my mum. We met in Kensington at 11 and it's now 5 exactly. So yeah, we had a lovely day. We just chatted non-stop. And I got a few bits, so I wanted to show you before I get started with the last activity of this vlog. But first, actually, we got a few bits in Brighton that I didn't show you, so I'm going to show you now. First, this little decoration. Now that we're going to have our own tree this year, we need to make sure that we can populate it. And I've actually collected quite a few decorations over the last 2 years, but I wanted to add something, and I love snowmen. I was chatting to friends the other day, and I was asking Kieran that I feel like everyone has one Christmas symbol that they really connect with, like Santa or a candy cane or Rudolph or a snowman or a snowflake or a Christmas tree. Like, I feel like there's one, at least for me, snowman has always spoken to me, and I'm presuming other people might be similar. So let me know what your Christmas symbol that speaks to you is. And then the other thing is this gorgeous little candle. It's an advent candle, so you burn a little bit every single day, and it brings you all the way to the 25th. And it has, you can't really see that, but it's nighttime in Bethlehem. That's one of the wise men. I presume the others are behind the label. But yeah, isn't that cute? And then also, Kieran got me Find Me by Andre Aciman, which I'm really excited to read. I read Call Me By Your Name a couple years ago. I can't remember if it was before or after I watched the movie, but I've always loved the movie. I know there's controversies, but I think it's such a beautiful film. Like, the cinematography of it is just unbelievably beautiful. And I don't know if it was just a time in my life that I watched it and read it, but I just really connected with it, and I've loved it. It's one of my comfort films. So I know there's a sequel. I never read it, so I got this. But I'm going to be back in Dublin next week, and I think my copy of Call Me By Your Name is in Dublin. So I'm going to grab it when I'm there, read that, and then read this after. But it's not, I have a lot of stuff in my to be read list, so this is not my number one priority, but I am excited to read it. And then for things I got today. So I can't show you a couple of things because they are presents. And I feel like I am going to show everything during like a wrap with me video, but that's not coming out for a few weeks. So I'm not going to show the gifts, but I'll show you the few bits I can. One is my moisturizer. It's the moisturizer I've been using. I also got the New Year, like, what's this called? Planner, my new planner for 2026 from Muji, which I love. I'm like my mum. She likes to have each day here and then a blank page, and that's what I like too. So I'm really excited about that. I also got a pen from Muji, which we're going to use in this activity. I got this log fire candle from Muji, which is so delicious. I think I found this when I was maybe 15 or 16, and it smells exactly like a fire. There you go. The last thing in my list of things that I do in order to have peace and calm is small habits. So some of them I do, some of them I don't, and I want to do. But the key ones are stretching every day and journaling every day. Stretching, I've been really good at. I've been stretching almost every day now for 2 or 3 weeks. So I'm really happy with that. Journaling, that's a different story. I can't seem to do it. I always forget, and then I get really frustrated at myself. So that's a really big habit I want to implement in my life, which I think will help me with that sort of slowing down. The other one is reading every day, which I do sort of do at this point, but there was a time not so long ago that was hard. So I thought I would make a little like habit punch card like you get at cafes, and make some little cards that I can tick off every time I do it, and maybe have a reward for when I get to, I'm thinking 14, because that'll be 2 weeks. So I think I have 14 boxes, and then I'll have a reward. I'm gonna make 4 because I have reading, stretching, journaling, and then I also have studying, because I'm doing a course outside of my work and it's intense, and I'm finding it hard to stay motivated to do it. So I thought I could slip that in there. Okay, I did a little bit of consulting on Pinterest, and I now have my things. So if I read for 31 days, I get a new book. If I journal for 14 days, I get a sweet treat, like something in a cafe. If I stretch for 31 days, I get new socks. Because I really want some new socks. And then if I study for 14 days, I either get a new candle or some new stationery things. What should we start with? Red can be stretching every day. Should I do boxes or should I do... Oh, what should I do? Okay. The problem with this is that I'm not particularly good at drawing, but I've done little swirls. Study for 14 days. And then reward. New candle. Ooh. And then I might do little stars for the next one. I'm not gonna like punch card it. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with them yet. I don't know if I'm gonna circle them or what, but ta-da! I am really struggling with the studying for my course. Just because of the time of year. I find this time of year so tricky. It's just dark so early, especially the hour change last night. So I find it really, really, really hard to motivate myself in order to study. Even though I would consider myself a very self-disciplined person, I just get sleepy. Yay! Oh, this is cute. Okay, I feel like I should do a little bit of swirlies or something to decorate the edges. There we go. Let's do journaling every day. This one's very tough for me. And I think I give off the vibe of somebody who would journal every day and who loves to journal. I have a lot of internal dialogue. Like, I have a lot of thoughts. But that's the problem. I think I have too many thoughts and they're moving on too quickly, and I find it really hard I just get bored. Like, by the time I get my thought down, I've moved on and 3 thoughts past it, you know? And so my hand can't write as fast as I'm thinking. I get very bored by journaling. But I know the whole point of it, or one of the points of it, is to slow down. I just can't do it. So this is gonna help me. Ta-da! Do they look like flowers? They kind of do. Okay, I've come up with a really good idea. I tried doing buttons and it looked like crap. So I'm doing little envelopes. There we go. Isn't that cute? Shut the front door. Oh wait, I need to write the reward. A sweet treat. Something from a bakery, I think, like a cinnamon roll. I do treat myself to chai lattes a lot, but I don't tend to treat myself to any kind of bakery things. So I'm hoping this will feel extra special, because the thing about myself is I don't hesitate to treat myself. These reward cards have to feel like something more than what I can just get. Like I thought maybe I'm putting flowers, but I buy myself flowers anyway. I buy flowers for the house. So it's not that special. Hey, look. Ow. Okay, do a little bit of decoration. Yay. Here we go. Next, we have stretching every day and reading every day. I might do reading here, but that's gonna be a challenge. I have to draw 31 books. So let's see how this goes. Okay, this is you can't do that.
Sorry.
I can't show that.
Why not?
Because I think that's like inappropriate.
That's not your brand.
Like,
Do you want to start again?
okay. So this is my reading one. I don't even think they really look like books, but I know they're books. Kieran's making dinner behind me. That's cute. Okay, and now finally we have the stretch one. Also, I feel like I'm wearing this jumper in every single clip from this video, even though I'm filming it over a week-long period. It's just new and I'm obsessed with it. Okay, stretching every day, stretching every day. I might actually do a sock for one of them because that's my reward. So, okay. Turns out I don't know how to draw socks. Oh, a little sunshine. That would work. Now, can I draw a strawberry? That's gonna be the next question. That kind of looks like a strawberry. That kind of looks like a strawberry. I'm gonna do a strawberry. They look like deformed carrots. Right on cue. I always wish I was a doodler. Like, I see people on TikTok that go to like a park and doodle for an hour. Really cute little pictures and people. And I always wish that was me, but it's just not. Like, you'll see in a minute. Kieran and I have been watching The Traders and we are completely obsessed with it. We started watching The Celebrity Traders, got obsessed with that. Then went on and watched season 3 of The Normal Traders because we'd never seen it. Got obsessed with that. Now we're watching season 1. Obsessed with it. We'll definitely finish it tonight, which I'm really excited about. And then I'm sure we'll do number 2. And then maybe we'll start watching other countries' ones. It's very possible that this is my worst one. Ta-da! Thanks for joining me for my quick little crafting session. I think that's going to be the end of this vlog. It's very patchworky, so I hope that you made some sense of it. But I think fundamentally the main things for me are having a slow morning routine, spending time with friends and family, going to a show in London. I think I talked about this already, but I went to a show. If I haven't, I'll put the clips in here. But I went to a show with my mum and my sister and one of my sister's friends, and obviously shows are there's a lot of people there. It's not quiet, but I feel like I totally disconnect when I'm at a show. We went to see Carmen, which was really good. But yeah, I totally disconnect, and that brings me so much joy and like perspective on life and really takes me out of the city for a while. So that's another one. Talking about going out of the city, escaping the city for a little bit, going to Brighton, going to some other place. There are so many easy to get to beautiful places around London, and probably the same wherever you are in whatever city you're in. Crafting like this, doing things with my hands. I think especially working a corporate job, it's really nice to like do something with your hands. Oh, baking was one, because you've seen me bake apple crumble. And so yeah, those are the things that I do. Those are my, as my friends like to call them, granny hobbies. If you don't do those, I encourage you to pick them up. And I'll catch you next time. Bye bye.